Hello Taurus, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading for the first half of November. Hope you guys are doing well. What we're taking a look at here today are soulmates or twin flames in separation, and ultimately will your person reach out to you, and a possibility of when that might happen. General reading as always, Taurus, it won't resonate with every single person, so please do take from this reading what makes sense for you in your situation and release what doesn't make sense. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box. And of course, I'll include a link to all of the decks and creators that you see here today, Taurus. So let's dive right into it. These are the 3 decks we'll be using for your focus messages. This is a brand new deck by Aries Angel Tarot. This is called the Poetically Perfect For You deck. And we'll go ahead and grab a message from the Sacred Healing Journey by Angelic Revelation 144. And this is my self-created deck, the Time Traveler Oracle, when you just need to know when, okay? So let's get started, Taurus, and see the direction that this goes for you here today. All right, starting with the Poetically Perfect For You deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus for this bonus reading, and of course for cross-watchers and anyone else who's been guided to tune in. You are welcome to be here. And grab from these messages whatever makes sense. All right, so let's see. Guided to this one here. Am I a lost cause, or will you help me figure out why in a room filled with a bunch of people, my heart finds yours special? All right, so maybe this is how you're feeling, but this could also be the person that you're focused on for this reading. So we'll have to add to that and see why that's coming through in that way. Someone who is feeling like they're a lost cause and that they need help to be able to perhaps figure things out within themselves and in the relationship, because they still tap into your heart space, they still feel the connection, they see you as this very special person, Taurus. All right, so let's grab one from here. Let's grab this card here. Crossing the bridge. All right, so what I get from this, Taurus, is that this person, regardless of the fact that you guys are in separation, they want to be able to bridge the gap here between the two of you. Cross the bridge of communication to actually see you face to face. And I'm also getting here that there might be a tremendous distance between the two of you. Either that's a physical distance, which of course you're not together. I mean more so that you guys could live really far away from each other. And of course the distance that you're feeling because you guys aren't together. Okay, so let's add to this. Let's grab our time frame here and see what else we need to know for this reading for you, Taurus. All right, so time frames are fluid because it's constantly changing. So this is not, of course, a guaranteed time frame. Everyone's got their own free will. So take these messages with a grain of salt, because there's just really no way to guarantee a time frame, but this could give you an indication of when. All right, I'm guided to this card. The autumn season. We are currently in the autumn season. I'm not sure if it's the autumn season everywhere throughout the world, but here in the States we are. Okay, so something significant could happen during this time of year. Let's continue. Let's see where else this is gonna go, but you know, presently, that's where we're at. You might hear from them sooner rather than later, and also very unexpectedly during the autumn season, Taurus. They want to cross that bridge to head towards where you're at. And I'm also getting from that very first focus message, you know, am I a lost cause, or will you help me figure out why in a room filled with a bunch of people my heart finds yours special? I'm also feeling that they need your help to cross that bridge. Maybe they're afraid to reach out. All right, what do we need to know? Kiss me like it's the last time you're ever going to taste me. So for those of you who have experienced those intimate moments with this person, there's something about your taste, about your kiss, and about the last time that you guys were together. I've been waiting for your call. So part of the reason why you're not hearing from them is because they're actually waiting on you. They're actually waiting on you to call. Next message, I'm so lost without you in my life. That's the second time that we've got that same word popping up. Am I a lost cause? I'm so lost without you in my life. So maybe they've lost their sense of direction here since you guys have not been in this person's life, Taurus. What else, please? I'll chase you down. Please don't leave me. What I'm getting from this message for some of you guys, and this is definitely not going to apply to everyone, I'm just kind of feeling that some of you guys are dealing with someone who wasn't able to accept the breakup, and maybe they're tripping out. They're waiting for you to call. It's like they're freaking out, but at the same time, they don't want to do anything to open up lines of communication. They're waiting for you. They feel lost, and yet they have no sense of direction as to how they need to fix this. And so with this message, I'll chase you down, please don't leave me. This is an indication here, Taurus, that you're the one that ended up leaving this connection for whatever reason. You might be dealing with a stalker here. You know, they're going to chase you down, and maybe you're the runner here. You don't want to be caught. And it's interesting, you know, that's the top of a police car, isn't it? So they might have even gotten in trouble with the law for some of you guys. Maybe you know this, maybe you don't. They might have done something really erratic and they ended up getting in trouble with the law for some of you guys. And maybe there's a reason why they can't call. Maybe for some of you guys, you know, this person ended up getting in trouble. They're in jail. They can't call, you know, and so they've been waiting for you to call. You know, however way, I'm just getting that for some of you guys. That won't apply to everyone. I promise I love you. Okay? Maybe you really needed to know this. They could have certainly broken some of the promises that they made to you, I'm feeling also. What else, please, for Taurus? You'll be in my heart until the end. They'll love you forever. You will always be a part of their heart space, but clearly they're lost without you. That's popping up here. But I'm also getting a bit of a stalker vibe for some of you guys. It's like they're obsessed with you. You'll forever be in their heart. They don't want anyone else, and they're going to chase you down until they can have you again. That type of vibe. But that's toxic and that's unhealthy. So, you know, maybe that's why you're not calling. Maybe that's why you've detached. I'm miserable without you. Okay, so they're very matter of fact with what they're coming through letting you know here. They're miserable. They're lost. They're going to chase you down. And maybe they're really fixated on the last time that you guys were intimate. And they can't imagine being with anyone else. And they're clearly communicating that they love you. I mean, if you feel the same, Taurus, fantastic. But if you don't, you might be dealing with someone who's obsessed with you in a very unhealthy way here. Okay? So, I mean, I do a lot of readings, but I believe, did this not come through in a prior Taurus reading that I've done? I don't know. So we'll see. Let's grab some additional insight from the Mardi Gras Oracle deck. This is a deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. So some of you guys are dealing with a person who's obsessed with you and they're feeling lost. They're miserable without you. But, you know, some of you guys are focused on a person as well that you're in separation from. You could certainly still have love in your heart for this individual. You as well might relate to the fact that you're miserable and lost without them. And you might hear from them during the autumn season. Awakening. Okay, somebody needs to go through this awakening part of their journey so that they can have a breakthrough and clarity here. But we've got jealousy here as well. What I get from this, Taurus, for some of you guys is you could be with someone right now. You might already have moved on from this person. They're waiting for you to call, but you're not calling because you're investing your time with somebody else. For some of you guys, your person might be checking you out on social media, or they've heard through the grapevine that you're moving on, you're with someone else, and they're very jealous of that. So again, stalker mode is what I'm feeling for some of you guys. That could explain why we've got this blockage and this restricted energy here. You might have blocked them from social media, Taurus. You might have really built up some walls around yourself so that they can't reach you. And they're feeling quite restricted because they can't reach you, because they feel so lost without you. We've got strategy here. So they might be strategizing. They might be trying to come up or formulate some sort of plan to reach you, to chase you down, to find you, to contact you. And, you know, if you're not interested in this person anymore, then this might just be tripping you out, you know. And if you've already moved on to somebody else and they're still trying to hold on to you and you're no longer invested, then that creates a bit of an issue here. It's very complicated. We have playing the victim. Okay, so that could be another reason as to why you might have detached from this person. There's this foolish energy as well. So all of these are challenging, Taurus. And they could have certainly realized that they were being foolish in how they interacted with you before, and as to why you might have walked away from this individual. So there's clearly a blockage here that's preventing you guys from interacting, communicating, coming together. You know, if you guys are not on the same page, that's part of the reason why there's a blockage here. So very specific message, Taurus. It's not going to apply to every single one of you guys. So if you're not resonating with this already, then this might not be your reading this time, guys, okay? Hopefully I'll be able to tap into your energy for the next reading. But this is very specific here, what's coming through here for Taurus. You see that? Look at hostilities. There's this hostile energy between the two of you. What's up with that? Whoa. And then we've got direction here. Okay, what I get from that, Taurus, is you might have decided to go in a very different direction. And also, we already know they've lost their sense of direction. This could be past energies for some of you guys, where you dealt with somebody like this. And you don't want that. You don't want someone who is obsessed with you in an unhealthy, toxic way. You know, if someone is legitimately miserable without you and they love you and they see you as someone that they really want to build a life with, and this is someone that you are truly interested in having them come back into your life, you might hear from them during the autumn season. Okay, that's for some of you guys who would welcome a person back into your life. But what's also presenting itself here, Taurus, is some of you guys have a stalker, and I just keep picking that up here. They're obsessed with you, and it's not good. They're just in a very obsessive, unhealthy attachment towards you. And if you're resonating with this, then you already know that. Okay, so just be mindful of where this person's intentions are. I feel you already know that. Okay, so let's grab some tarot here. This is my tarot teacher deck. For those who are not familiar with this, it's a deck that I created for those who would like to learn how to read tarot for yourselves. And it's really easy. It's got upright and reversed meanings for each card, so you don't have to figure out what it means. It's right there laid out in front of you. So if that's something you're interested in, the deck shop link is down below. And of course, I'll include all of the other creators that you see here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus for this bonus reading. First half of November. What else do we need to know? So I'm going to try to focus on those of you who really would want someone back in your life, not so much this stalker person. When it comes to soulmates and twin flames and separation, angels and spirit guides, what can be done here to restore this connection and bring it back together? Or what is the blockage? Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords here. So some of you guys are focused perhaps on a masculine who's an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This is someone who's very action-oriented. The Knight of Swords can be very impulsive at times. They tend to jump in without thinking too heavily on a situation. It's fast thinking, and they don't always really see that through to the end. For some of you guys, if you're dealing with a masculine again who's obsessed with you, they act first, and they're not always coming from a good place here, unfortunately. They could also be very rebellious. We've got the Seven of Cups here as well. All right, so water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for some of you. This is all about opportunities, choices, lots of options, multiple possibilities, but it could also be wishful thinking and tapped into illusions and fantasies when it comes to this person. So even though I'm trying to veer away from this person who's obsessed with you, it's popping up here still. They're daydreaming about you. They might have other options in love and romance, but they don't want that. They want you. They could also be searching for purpose in their life, but they're lost. There's a part of them that knows that they've lost their sense of direction, that they are a bit of a lost cause, but you can't help them with that. You've got your own stuff that you need to handle, and they've got their own issues, and they need to be able to figure that out. We've got the Six of Swords here. Okay, so the Six of Swords is all about heading towards calmer waters. I feel with this person that's obsessed with you and is bringing forward this stalker type toxic energy. You guys are in separation because you've released them, and so you're wanting to really move forward and create this transition in your life, because this Six of Swords is leaving something or someone behind and bringing about this healing in your life, in your heart. You're overcoming hardships in your life, and I feel they could have contributed to that. So this is a card of relief now, and traveling away from a situation that's no longer serving a purpose for you. And it's interesting that with the Seven of Wands here, Taurus, this is someone who stands up for their beliefs. This could be you. You believe in yourself finally, and you're taking the high road. You're protective of your space. So they've got you on the defensive now, and picking up off of the challenges that you guys had in this partnership. And so now you're being a bit territorial, perhaps, with your energies, your home, your protection, your identity on social media, or if they even know where you live, it could be anything. You're just wanting to maintain control of your life, and I feel they kind of tend to create this very unbalanced vibe between the two of you. The Seven of Wands too is a card of competition, so we've already got the Seven of Cups here, if I can speak. Choices that they have, but you've got choices too. And if they're feeling threatened by the fact that you have other options in love and romance, that's perhaps where this jealousy is coming from. So we've got the Ace of Wands here. Taurus, you have a new beginning that you can certainly take advantage of in your life. New opportunities. This is a card of finding what you are passionate about. And if you're no longer passionate about this connection, then you're moving away from it. So for some of you guys, you might even be thinking of really creating change in your life during this autumn season. The time is now to create movement and to just find this creative spark, this creative outlet for you to begin again in your life. What is it that inspires you? What is it or who it is that you desire? That's the direction that you're going. You don't want to be heading back towards this individual who's just not in a good place, because that will rub off on you, and you don't need that. So you've got the Star card here. This is Aquarius energy. So for some of you guys, your person is an Aquarian, but this is a card of self-care, taking care of you, fulfilling your wishes. And if this is no longer a part of your wish, then I just feel from this person, they can't seem to handle that decision. But the star is a card of opportunities also. It's a card of rejuvenation for yourself. You're being directed towards an illuminated path that you're meant to follow now, Taurus. So I really feel here, very specifically for some of you, if you resonate with this, you're being directed towards a very different path away from someone who wasn't good for you. There's hope here. There's faith that you need to have within yourself and the direction that you're being directed towards. I'm so redundant. The direction that you're being directed towards. A path, okay? That's being illuminated. That you're meant to travel down a very different road from where you've been. And if you've been through a difficult journey in your life, whether in your love life or some other aspect of your life, you know it's time for a change. Because in order for a relationship to work, you need the Six of Pentacles. This is your own energy right here, Taurus. Equality, giving, receiving, equal give and take. And I feel some of you guys might have detached from this person because you were the one that was constantly giving, and they were the ones that were just draining you of everything that you had, whether that's your love, your emotions, your money, your time, whatever. So I'm kind of feeling here that they took advantage of your kindness, maybe. Your very generous nature. That's just what I'm getting from that. You're meant to travel down a very different road, especially when it comes to your love life. And I feel you know that. If you resonate with this, you know that. Okay? So let's add to this, guys, with the Love Games deck. This is by Sister Moon Tarot. You don't want to play games with this person. You don't want to engage with them any further, I feel. You know, again, very specific. Because there's somebody else that you have in mind that you want to be with. It's not this stalker, toxic person. They're trying to come up with a plan on how to win you back. And, you know, it's almost like this desperate energy. I'll chase you down. Please don't leave me. It's a very desperate vibe that I'm feeling from this person. And it really started off with that very first message. Am I a lost cause? I feel they're going after a lost cause with you because you might have checked out already. There's somebody else that you are interested in or already with, or really just trying to go in a very different direction to find yourself. We've got passion, okay? We already have that message that has come through here from the Ace of Wands, okay? Because the Ace of Wands is finding a new passion in your life. And that can certainly include a new person, a new love that you might have moved on to from this toxic individual. We've got retreating from this love connection because it was no longer serving a purpose in your life. And that is where we land with this card, curiosity. They're very curious to know where you're at in your heart space, especially because you're not reaching out to them. They're wondering, it's like, you know, are they with someone, or they know you're with someone? They're just overall curious as to what you're thinking, what you're feeling when it comes to them. But look at this. See, we've got the shadow side popping up. I feel that's where this person is at. They are in the shadows, and they've got to do that shadow work to get themselves out of that and take advantage of the illumination that the star card can actually direct them as well towards a very different direction that will lead them towards happiness in their own life, for them to fulfill their own wishes. But I have a feeling here that if they're wishing to be with you, you're not open to that. You want to go in a different direction. And then we've got creative solutions here, and you pair that up with strategy here. They're finding or trying to find a creative outlet to be able to fix this, to reach out to you. But they're doing it in a very foolish manner, is what's coming through here. And so I feel you're more bothered than, what's the word? Flattered. I feel you're more bothered by this person rather than flattered by the fact that they're still into you. And that's why we've got these energies of hostilities that you might be feeling towards them. Wow, I was not expecting this reading to go in this direction. But, you know, it is what it is. And some of you guys might be in this situation where you want to check out of this connection. I feel you already have. But you've got somebody who's still crazy obsessed with you. Old school. Okay. This could be your mentality, Taurus, that you want to just do things the old school way, the old fashioned way. But this person's trying to come up with different ways of doing things and you're not impressed, okay? We've got solo journey, you see? You want to just be independent. You want to be solo. You want to be single, away from this toxic person. There's this need for forgiveness because I feel they've really done things here to hurt you, which is contributing to why you no longer want to have anything to do with this person. And as I've said many times in my readings, forgiveness is something that you give yourself. It's a gift that you offer yourself so that you can heal from whatever you've been through so that you can move on. You're not carrying that baggage with you. And what I'm feeling here as well, Taurus, for those who resonate with this reading overall, there's somebody else that you're interested in or someone else that you're already investing your time with. And it could be a new love. You guys are still getting to know each other and still uncovering the layers of who you are to each other. And that's why they're jealous, because they know that you've checked out, that you've moved on to someone else. And you're also taking the time to put yourself on your priority list, which I absolutely love. Okay? Self-love. You're focusing on you, which is fantastic. Okay, so this person can't handle it where you're at in your life right now. They want to be with you more than anything, but I feel this is for those of you who no longer want to be with this person because they're coming through with this very unhealthy vibe. Very desperate. It's done. Or it should be done. That's what I'm getting from that. Okay, so let's add to this with some additional guidance from the Heart and Soul Love Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. For this bonus reading, first half of November. We have breathe. I was drowning my sorrows before you came into my life. I didn't think I would ever be able to come up for air again. A broken heart can slowly kill you if you let it. Thank you for rescuing me, for helping me to finally exhale. So that's exactly what I'm feeling, Taurus, that someone else came into your life that rescued you from this. To where you were finally able to breathe and get some sense of relief. That finally you're in a relationship that makes you happy. That got you out of this energy of feeling so sorrowful with the direction that your life was taking. We've got flawless. Out of the billions of people on this planet, my journey led me to you. I've never known such happiness, pleasure, contentment, and joy. We fit together so perfectly that I can't imagine a day of my life without you in it. And I feel you had to kind of go through something difficult with somebody like this in order to find this perfect connection with someone else. And this is a message for some of you guys. Wait. Sometimes having patience is excruciating. We just want to take action, try to fix what's broken, what's not working in our relationships. Allow divine timing to do its thing. Don't make any hasty decisions. Take a deep breath. Just relax and wait. Just wait. What's meant for you will come back to you. I kind of feel this is talking to the person that's obsessed with you. It's like, hold on, stop focusing so deeply on something that's really no longer meant for you. You know, what's meant for them will come back to them. I just ultimately don't feel that you want to go back to that because you've moved on to something and someone so much better. And some of you guys are definitely feeling very anxious, okay? Anxiety. There was a time when I was open to love and all of its vulnerabilities. I was brave, unafraid. But heartbreak has a way of changing a person, causing us to be closed off, holding ourselves back from finding true love. My anxieties have covered me in a blanket of fear. I'm so cold in this darkness, and I'm not sure I can ever let anyone in again. This could be how they made you feel. And maybe that's why you were drowning your sorrows in this energy of anxiety. And I'm also feeling that with this very toxic person, it did cause you to feel so closed off from the world, you know? That's why we've got this blockage, and that's why we've got this constricted energy. And also why there are hostilities that are presenting itself here. But I feel this person, this new love, or the person that you're focused on now for this reading, not the toxic one, okay? That they make you happy. And that you really do feel that they rescued you, okay? And then we've got rejuvenation. I totally feel this for some of you guys. Rest. That's what I need. I haven't had the opportunity to put myself first in so long. I've always put you first, but you never appreciated it. It was exhausting trying to make someone happy that couldn't even find happiness within themselves. This is my time, restoration time, and when I'm ready, love will find me again. Yeah. So some of you guys really, you just want to be on this solo journey to rejuvenate your spirit, your heart, to heal your heart, and knowing in your soul, inside you, the very core of who you are, that love will find you again. And then we've got heartbreak here, okay? And I know you've had your fair share of heartbreak in your life, but in this particular reading, Taurus, I kind of feel it's the person that's kind of stalkish and obsessed with you. I can't handle this pain anymore. It's tearing me into a million pieces. My heart is on the floor. I can't eat. I can't sleep. It's too much, too overwhelming. Let me just go to sleep and never wake up. I'll never recover from this grief, this heartbreak. I can't go on. You know, it's like it's the end of the world for them because you're not a part of their life. That's what I'm getting from that. Okay. And then we've got Beso coming through here. Your lips were meant for mine. No other kiss can ever compare to your kiss, our kiss. Again, more obsessive energy is what I'm feeling from that. Because from the very first card, kiss me like it's the last time you're ever going to taste me. And maybe that was the last time that you guys were together because you decided to check out. But they're still stuck in this vibe, feeling like you're it. You're meant for them. You'll be in their heart forever. They're miserable without you. They're promising their love to you. But, you know, they're coming through here letting you know, it's like, you detached from me, but I'm going to chase you down. Please don't leave me. Very obsessive. Very obsessive. So, you know, if you're dealing with this type of person that's causing you to be anxious because they're obsessed with you and they don't want to leave you alone and they're just coming through that they want you to be a part of their life still. I feel you've detached, you've moved on to someone better. Your life could be heading towards a much better direction and they can't seem to handle that. All right, so very specific message for Taurus this time around. All right, guys, so let's close this out with Ghostly Whispers of Love Oracle. This is a deck by Angelic Revelation 144. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. Wrapping things up for this bonus reading. So I feel you guys are in separation because you're better off without them. And there's somebody else that you're meant to be with. Angels and spirit guides, please. Signs. Pay attention to the signs I send you. Okay, so they're trying to send you signs that they're still interested, that they still want you. But, you know, I kind of feel here, Taurus, that you're on a very different page, that you're traveling down a very different road in your life. Look at this. Emotional. Okay, I get emotional watching you with someone else. You see? It's tearing them apart, seeing you with someone else. So this is very specific, as I've mentioned, for those of you who can relate to this storyline. That's why they're jealous as hell. They can't deal with this. Wow. What else, please, for Taurus? Watching. When you dance, my spirit loves to watch. They're watching you. They're keeping tabs on you. You know, it's, again, stalkish. They're watching from a distance. That's what I'm getting from that, that they're keeping tabs on you. This is very interesting, these next two messages. Energetic connection, dance for me, I feel your vibrations. And the next one, dancing, okay? Our souls are always dancing. There's something about the reference to dance here. Some of you guys might be a professional dancer, or you just love to dance. There's something about music and dancing for some of you guys. And if this is something that they know you love, maybe they are remembering when you did this. Or again, if they're able to access your social media, maybe they're actually observing this. And bottom of the deck, spiritual soul bond. I am always with you in spirit. Okay. For the most part, these messages are meant to be really beautiful, but I'm just feeling, based off of the surrounding cards, that they can't accept the fact that you guys are not together. They can't deal with it. They cannot handle it. They're very jealous of those of you who have moved on to other people, whether you're already in a relationship or they just know that you have a crush on someone. It doesn't matter. Just the fact that you're thinking about somebody else aside from them, they cannot deal with it. And so, yeah, okay, spiritually, they're still wanting to be with you. They're still connecting with you. But it could just also be wishful thinking, obsessing. But truly, you know, there's someone else that you're meant to be with that truly offers you the happiness that you deserve and that you're looking for. You can't help this person who's obsessed with you and is saturating themselves in this very toxic vibe. You can't help them with that. All you can do is protect your space and your energy and where you're at on your journey. And I feel you're doing that. Okay? So that's where we're at with this one, Taurus. And again, if you don't resonate with this storyline, it's just not your reading this time, guys. But this, I feel, is coming through for some of you guys who are dealing with this. Okay, so whatever part of this reading made sense for you, I do hope that it offered you some guidance you could use. And again, if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. That's it for now, Taurus. Thank you so very much. I'll see you next time.